Hello and welcome back to Inspired Living TV, where we are inspiring lives and empowering entrepreneurs. I am Keri Murphy, and some of you know that I have a new job title. That's right. Did you hear? Did you hear the big news? I have gone from entrepreneur to mompreneur. Who knew? Yep. Well, this has been a whole new world for me. I am a couple months in, and I actually wanted to make sure that I wrote down some notes so I didn't forget anything about what I've learned so far. And some of you moms out there, you've been amazing on my Facebook page and Instagram, commenting and helping me along. And I actually created a new video series on my YouTube channel, Adventures of Being a New Mom, where I'm posting videos about this whole new journey. So I would love for you to subscribe and check that out, because I get asked all the time, Keri, how is it going from being an entrepreneur to being a mom? And I will be really honest with you. It has been a transition. It has been challenging. It has been life-altering. It has been humbling. It's been amazing. And it's been hard. I think whenever we do anything in life that's new, there's time where you have to adjust. And with having a baby, it really changes your priorities. And I remember when I was pregnant, people would always ask me, are you ready? Are you ready? And I can say no. No, I was not ready. And yet I was divinely ready. It's like, are we ever ready for the next big thing that shows up in our life? We can think about it and try to prepare for it. But until it happens, you show up when things show up for you. And so, it's been one of those greatest things this last couple of months of just really stepping into this new role. And the lessons that Lauren is teaching me each and every day are profound. And I wanted to share a few of them with you today. So, things I've learned so far. There's no such thing as balance. Now, I knew that before, and I actually talk about that all the time. And, people may or may not agree with me, but I think when you really want something in your life, then you are out of balance. You are actually always prioritizing things, and you have to sacrifice some things in order to reach a certain goal or to show up a certain way. And right now, this baby girl is my priority, and my business has been my baby for the last 4 years, and I've been an entrepreneur for 17. So this is a complete mind, body, life shift like nothing else I could experience. So you might not have a child, but you might have something else that's in your life that's showing up. And I just want to say to you, it's okay if you don't feel completely balanced. I think what's really important is that you know how to prioritize what's important to you. And right now, she's my priority, but that doesn't mean that my business isn't a priority as well. It's just trying to find perfect balance, I think, is like a unicorn. And I do believe in unicorns, but you just don't see them too often, okay? So give yourself permission to be a little off kilter when you're really trying to pursue a goal or something new has entered into your life. Being present is better than worrying about the future. Again, something that I talk about a lot is that you can't worry about things that you don't have any control over. And I believe that everything that shows up in our life is for a divine purpose. Everything. We're supposed to learn from it, grow from it. Whatever shows up is what you're supposed to work with right now. But throw a baby into the mix, and that even takes it to the next level, because she's only going to be this age for this long this time. And that doesn't mean that there's not challenges. I won't even go into the breastfeeding and pumping right now and the lack of sleep. That's a whole nother video. But it really comes down to knowing that whatever shows up for you, be present for that. Regardless of what you think the future might entail for you, we can't predict the future, but what we do have is today. So for me, being present with this little one, instead of worrying about my business and worrying about the future, is something each and every day I see something new that I relish and I'm excited about. So I hope that helps you as well. Okay, so timing was perfect, but one of the things that this baby really helped me learn is that delegation and trust is a must. I have an amazing team, but if I wasn't okay with delegating to them and having them take the reins and trusting that everything was going to be fine, I would be a hot mess. Not to say that I'm not already a hot mess, but I would be more of a hot mess, because when something's your baby, it's hard to give that power away. But regardless in your life, wherever you're at, to trust the people around you and to delegate. We are called to do what we do best. We are called to live at our very best and highest use. So again, regardless of whether or not you have a new child in your life, really understanding that and knowing that when you are doing what you do best, that's where everything else in your life is going to come to support you and honor that. So delegate and then trust from there. Okay, share the breakdowns. I remember when I got home from the hospital, I was bawling on the phone. I was such a mess. I literally would have given her back at that point. I had no sleep. I was exhausted. The breastfeeding was hard. Everything was hard. And whenever we do something new, whenever something is new into our life and there's a new challenge, it's really easy to want to give up and not share that you're struggling. And I got on the phone and was calling nurses and friends and had people come over to help me. So it's okay to share your breakdown. It's okay that you have bad days. You just don't have to do it alone. And so reach out to people, reach out to your community, reach out to your friends. There is no shame in that. And lastly, in this new role of going from entrepreneur to mompreneur, what I have learned is that two things. You have to be open to receiving, right? Because when we ask for help, we actually have to expect it, right? And so for a month, I had friends and family here, and I had to be really open to receiving their love and generosity. And I think sometimes that's really hard. But here is the main takeaway. Throwing down my note, because this is a powerful one no matter where you're at, is everyone does it differently. I have so many people giving me advice. Do this, don't do this. Put her on a schedule, don't put her on a schedule. Feed her this time, don't do this. And finally, I just had to listen to myself and trust my intuition and my instinct. And also listen to people, take their advice, take the things that really work for me and let the rest go. Same thing for you in your life. Whether it's a dream that you're pursuing, a new career, people are always going to want to tell you their great advice and wisdom, and you can love them and take it in and say thank you, and then really decide for yourself what works for you and what doesn't. And remember, there's no straight road to success. There's no straight way to do anything. You just have to do what's right for you. So those are my lessons so far, and I know there's going to be a lot more. And of course, I want to hear from you. There's nothing that lights up my day more than hearing from my amazing Inspired Living community. So if you are a mompreneur, what are your greatest lessons so far? I would love it personally to hear from you, and I'm sure everyone else would as well. So post your comments below, and if you like this video, please subscribe and share it with someone, because when you're inspired, you inspire others. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to keep dreaming it, living it, and being it. I'll see you next time.